We are right now, yeah.
Woo!
Nobody could see us though.
I
That's the
know.
catch.
I saw you, and it's freaking
Well, I can
glorious.
see you. I can see you now.
Well, yeah, because you got like the little pin at the bottom there, because you have like all the controls.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we get so many comments already.
Clay. It does not make use of the
Oh
beard.
no!
In fact, that's a pretty ironic comment to get things started here, as you guys will find out in a minute or so here. Oh, Paige is here for costumes, not the fabulous football analysis that is also going to be part of this.
Okay, so I just pinged the premium Slack so they are aware of the situation at hand. I just sent my tweet. They are also aware of the situation at hand.
All right, I've retweeted the tweet.
Terrific.
Clay's going to be so disappointed.
I don't think he will be, though.
No, he shouldn't be.
He definitely shouldn't be. It's a glorious costume. It's just maybe not what he was initially committed to. Hey, Morgan.
So Kyle, I've been getting a lot of like DMs and like tweets about people like legit thinking you're crazy for calling a pantry a hamper.
Okay, I don't care. I haven't heard from anybody who said that.
So my question is, now that you've had time to settle on that, is that literally what you use that phrase to call a pantry?
They're all the same thing. It's the cabinet that has stuff in it, or the closet that has stuff in it.
And it's normal for you to call that a hamper.
I call it's all the same thing.
Man, I don't understand this at all.
Pantry, hamper. I mean, typically, yeah, they became interchangeable throughout like my childhood, but
all right.
I understand there is traditionally speaking, a difference between them. It's like soda and pop, right? It's like for me, soda's a normal, like pop is wrong for me. It's soda. But I understand depending on where you come from. So like, let's not be closed-minded.
I just have never heard, like I've heard people say soda and pop, so I understand that that's an acceptable alternative word for it. I didn't know that it was common at all to call a pantry a hamper.
Oh, well, now you do.
Tell
all the people that are all worried and DMing you to.
So you're triggered by this.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, you ready? Joe, you don't know this. We actually have an intro video now to the podcast.
Oh. Okay, so I guess.
So you ready?
Yeah, run the video, and then I guess we'll debut our costumes here.
Well, all of the TDN streams are brought to you by our friends at Mighty Swell, first and foremost. So I don't want to go anywhere before we acknowledge our friends at Mighty Swell. Very, very thankful and excited for our partnership with them and bringing you all of this live video content to pregame. Very fitting. You have a delicious adult beverage to pregame Thursday Night Football. So, Joe, I'm excited for your reaction to this intro video. Let's rock. There it is.
Let's go.
What it do, baby?
Beautiful video. Shout out Rob Juden.
Their whole team,
wow.
our social video team, graphics team. Yeah, it looks terrific. So excited about that. Excited about these Halloween costumes.
Yeah, brother. So I'm a unicorn.
Yeah, you're a unicorn anyway, though. It's just like a one of a kind, just a very special individual. Kind of like the Ryan Fitzpatrick of NFL draft podcasters.
I think that's absolutely true. And I have a 9-month-old daughter, and she's also a unicorn. So we're a family of unicorns. And,
oh, wow.
Dad life, best life.
I have a feeling you were the ugliest unicorn at the party.
Well, the party's on Saturday, so this is the first time I've ever worn this.
Going to be the ugliest unicorn.
Well, for sure. And also, guys.
It's got a tummy?
Yeah, white, and there's pockets. So this is.
I need full. This is a onesie then.
No. This is a massive hoodie. I'll wear pants. I guess.
No, that needs to be a onesie with a little tail on it and a little rainbow tail or a pink tail. Yeah, man.
I can clip one on. So what?
Are there matching pants?
I don't have pants. It's just a hoodie.
I'm asking, can you get matching pants?
My wife ordered this, man. I didn't spend any
Ask
time.
your wife.
Ryan.
Yes.
It's beautiful. I mean, you grew this beard so fast, Kyle. I mean, unbelievable.
My name's Ryan.
Yeah. Fitzpatrick.
So we teased this earlier this week. Imagine, because I'm going to the game this weekend. Imagine me sitting in the stands wearing this for the Halloween game. And tell me that they wouldn't put me on TV.
Are you doing it?
I don't know. I'm undecided.
He's got to wear a mask with that. So, that could make it different.
Yeah, it's kind of you lose some of your luster because, like, this beard looks not bad, which it'll be the only time in my life I have a beard that looks not bad. So I'm enjoying this experience.
This is so good. All right,
well, worry about my mustache. Hold on, I gotta get rid of it. I don't know how you do it, man.
Well, mine is there, So
yeah,
you just always have crap in your beard and mustache.
Would you rather?
You ready for this? Here we go.
I'm ready. Yeah, let's do it.
What's better than this? Nothing. Guys being dudes here on the Draft Dudes podcast presented by Locked On. It's Joe Marino and Kyle Krabs from the Draft Network, and we are your hosts here on this live episode of Would You Rather. This football season will be different, and Pepsi is here to get you ready for game day no matter how you watch this season. Pepsi is the refreshment you need to power through game day and become a member of the League of Football Watchers. These passionate fans are the real generational talent that Pepsi fuels, because Pepsi is not made for those who play the game, Kyle. Who's it made for?
It's made for those who watch it. Pepsi.
Made for
football watching.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
What's up, dude? We're live here on YouTube, 7:30, like we do every Thursday, p.m. Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're listening to this in your podcast feed, I'm sorry that you don't get to see Kyle and I in our Halloween costume.
Yeah, we're bringing the heat this year. This is the first time I think in 2 or 3 years I've dressed up for Halloween. I dressed my dog up last year.
Yeah, I always look forward to those pictures. In fact, last year you said on the podcast that you like to lock yourself in the man cave, turn off the lights, and not hand out candy to trick-or-treaters. And this year, look at this. You're dressed up.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not going to be home for trick-or-treating because I'm going to be staying in a hotel in Miami Gardens.
That's why you're doing this. That's the layer to this that nobody – yeah, I overlooked that layer to this. You have escaped Halloween. You did it.
I have. This is the thing.
With Dad Life hitting next year, Halloween, this is your last chance to escape it. So
I know.
Yeah. So I give you a lot of credit for this. This is there's another layer to this that I didn't realize is part of me processing this choice that you've made. And I get it now. You've really done it.
It made it a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It really did.
Dude, I got some good stuff for you. Can we do it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into these hypotheticals.
All right, what's the game tonight? Panthers-Falcons, right?
It is.
Thought this was a great opportunity to bring back my GM proposition here. So there's some layers to this. This is really interesting. Would you rather right now become the general manager for the Carolina Panthers or the Atlanta Falcons?
I like what Matt Rule's doing. But I think in any general proposition where I'm taking a job, I would want to be able to choose the head coach. So that's the advantage to Atlanta is if I'm installed as the GM there, I'm not coming into a power dynamic that makes me feel as though, what is the chain of command here? Do we have multiple people answering to the owner simultaneously versus me just being the GM, helping the hiring process with a coach, and then it flows top down the way that I ideally like to see that organizational flow go. Atlanta's got some really nice offensive pieces. Carolina's got some really nice defensive pieces. So there's appealing sides to both gigs, but I would probably lean towards the one that lets me be a part of the coaching hiring process.
That was a wrinkle in this discussion. So let me ask you this, because I know that you really appreciate the idea of a head coach being a CEO type, and I think you get that to a T with Matt Rule. So does that change things, especially when you consider the cap situation for both of these teams?
Yeah, Atlanta's in a tough way, aren't they?
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like
Still want your own choice. You want your own choice.
Yeah, I want to form it in my vision, and I feel like if I'm coming into Carolina, I'm a part of Matt's vision. And that's not to say that Matt's vision won't work. But if I were taking a GM job, I would rather have that leverage for myself.
Well, in either case, I get you closer than Delaware. So
correct. So. Yeah. I mean, Atlanta's a 3.5 hour drive.
Yeah, we can do that. I love Atlanta. It's a great city. So
I always loved when we drove from Charlotte to Mobile, the inevitable 8 o'clock traffic that we would hit in Atlanta.
That we would try to miss every time. Like, we got to be through Atlanta at this time. Never happened.
We'll get up earlier every time, and I'll be damned if the coffee, the coffee at the McDonald's isn't on, or so we end up taking detours anyway.
Yep.
Let's see. I had a good one here from Brian Groh. Would you rather ride with James Robinson, the running back in Jacksonville, or draft Travis Etienne or Najee Harris in the second round of the 2021 NFL Draft? Joe, I asked you this because you actually dropped some statistics regarding Ezekiel Elliott's production thus far this season versus James Robinson's in the scouting channel. So you had just mentioned James Robinson the other day, so I thought this would be a good one for you to tackle.
Yeah, so man, I really like the value proposition here because you get James Robinson, who I think is going to be a good back, and you still get to pick a player in the second round. So you kind of get your cake and eat it too there. But I kind of feel like ETN's like one of those difference maker type players where, you look at all the best features that you're looking for in a NFL running back for today's NFL with the receiving skills that are coming, the burst, the acceleration, the vision, the contact balance. And it's like, the opportunity to get that type of a difference maker as opposed to a guy that can just kind of like hold his own and do a nice job. I think I want that difference maker, to be honest with you. Team to team, it may fluctuate, but I think in a vacuum, I think I want ATN in the second round. Which Kyle, I had a would you rather that's somewhat similar to this. I want to go ahead and feed it to you while we're talking ETN and Najee Harris.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Looking at the TDN 100 that just updated this week, we have Travis Etienne as RB1, number 17 overall. Our RB2 is Najee Harris, the running back from Alabama, at number 20 overall. Pretty doggone close. Is there a team that comes to mind for you where you would rather see them take Harris instead of Etienne to be part of their backfield?
This is a great question.
Because I think we both would rather have Etienne, right? Because he's more explosive.
Correct.
I think I don't want to speak for you, but
correct. They both. Etienne has really proven his pass catching skills over the last season and a half now. Jeez, it's really stroking my beard here with this question. It's a beard stroking question.
It is.
A team that I would rather see draft Najee Harris over Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Tough, right?
Yeah. No, because I think Najee's probably a little bit more pure power, but I think Travis Etienne has really good contact balance. So that kind of gives him an advantage there that, it's not as though you're making any concessions with Travis in that component. So who do you think has better vision between those two players right now?
Harris.
So,
I do think it's Harris. But I think you make up for some of that with how quickly ETN can get through some gaps and how loose he is in space and the contact balance that has come and the receiving ability. Both these guys have grown tremendously as receivers.
Right. So I'll say if you're a team that runs a lot of inside zone, maybe Harris can move the needle for you more. I do think both are 3 down backs. Inside zone with Harris's vision and his ability, his density to run between tackles. That would be the kind of team that I would probably lean into for Najee Harris over Travis Etienne. I'm going exclusively comments here from the fans.
Ooh.
Bill Butler, who I think is also Bull Bittler, right?
Has to be.
That'd be such a weird coincidence.
If he wasn't?
Yeah.
It's got to be. I think he's a Giants fan too. So
his question is, would you rather have Dexter Lawrence or Ed Oliver or Christian Wilkins?
I think this is one of those questions where if you had a Giants fan, a Bills fan, and a Dolphins fan, they're all going to take their guy. I really do. I mean, so I think I'm naturally going to be biased towards Oliver because I'm satisfied with him and he's on my favorite team. But I think Lawrence has been unbelievable. I think Lawrence was probably the best of them last year, to be honest with you. And I mean, Christian Wilkins has been terrific.
His last 2 games have been very, very, very good.
I thought he played good early this year too, and he was good last year. I mean,
he played really good against New England, and he was strong against Buffalo. It wasn't his best game. So yeah, he's had a nice stretch play.
I'll say this: if you were to put Quinnen Williams into this group, I'd pick Quinnen Williams.
He beat the tar out of Miami week 6.
He was a problem for the Bills last week, man.
He was amazing as far as just being a constant pain in the ass.
All right, Kyle, you ready to sweat one out?
No, but okay.
All right, that's why we do this podcast. So, all right, you in? You in?
Yep.
Would you rather Tua completed 23 of 33 passes for 288 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions in his debut on Sunday, in a 35-28 loss to the Rams, or Tua goes 11 of 23 for 147 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, in a 14-10 Dolphins win?
Do I look stupid?
No.
Do I look stupid?
You think this is easy?
Yes.
Go ahead.
You play to win the game.
I'm going to disagree with you on this one. Anything that's
3-3,
right?
6-game stretch of games that you could walk out of 4-2 if you play your cards right, and you're going to tell me I'm going to pass on a win over the 5-2 Los Angeles Rams for the sake of sleeping better at night that Tua had a good first start.
Success without Tua is inconsequential for the Dolphins this year, and that's why I love that they made this choice. You want Tua playing well is more important than the Dolphins winning games, in my view.
No, I don't think so. If you're going to give me the opportunity to choose one or the other, wins advance the entirety of the team. This is why Brian Flores sits here and says everything that we do is in what is in the best interest of the team. It's not Tua versus the Rams. It's the Dolphins versus the Rams. And they're trying to develop an entire program. They're not trying to develop one player. Now, if Tua comes in and he crushes, that's terrific. But if he doesn't, the needs of this entire team, yes, you need a quarterback. But you know what? If they develop players the way that we think that they can, if Tua's not it, okay, then you're going to have an amazing situation when it comes time to make the decision and go a different direction. If Tua ends up capping you to go get somebody else.
I'm all in on the quarterback contributing to the wins. The success.
Well, yeah, but you didn't give me that option.
I understand.
It was either a team loss or a team win.
Yeah, but I think when you have that, when you play like that, where there's people doubting this decision, you need him to play well.
You need to win the games.
I think Tua solidifying himself as the guy this year is more important than any success the Dolphins would have in terms of the win column. We can agree to disagree. I don't think we're going to find common ground.
No, we're not. We're not.
But big agree, Joe. That's Paige DeMarcos.
I can't believe you expected Ryan Fitzpatrick to.
Maybe that's why you went with that.
Duh.
I don't. What does Kyle Krabs think?
Philip, in Carolina, would you rather have Marty Hurney, Teddy Bridgewater, and Joe Brady for the next 3 years, or a new GM, trade up for Fields or Lance, and a new offensive coordinator, considering Joe Brady gets a head coaching job after this year?
So I like the new GM.
Don't like losing Joe Brady, though, do you? No.
Well, here's the thing that I'll say about that. No, here's the thing I'll say about that. Joe Brady's probably going to be lost at some point anyways, right? Why would I want to go ahead and marry him to a quarterback to just go ahead and lose him? I have an opportunity to get that clean break here where I get a new quarterback and that new GM. So I think I'm taking the new GM, the trade up, and a new offensive coordinator. I think that would be very meaningful based on this foundation that Carolina has.
Okay. Very big picture Joe tonight.
Here, this one's still about Tua in his first debut, or his NFL starting debut. If you could pick a Rams defensive player to sit out on Sunday, would you rather that be Aaron Donald or Jalen Ramsey?
Aaron Donald. I can make the choice to throw away from Jalen Ramsey. I have seen they've used him in the slot at the most prominent rate of his career thus far. I believe it's 20% next gen stats say.
I didn't know. That's interesting.
Yeah. So Aaron, they'll move him around the front, but at the end of the day, like, you can only slide, right, and choose to double team, and then depending on where else they bring bodies, like, it'll continue to be a problem. I want the player that's closer to the quarterback out if I got to choose to get rid of one of those two guys. Oh, here you go. Tyler with a non-football question.
Oh boy.
Would you rather have all songs that exist or only but are only performed by Pitbull, or only Pitbull songs exist but performed by all other musicians? This is an amazing question.
See, here's the thing: is both of those scenarios suck, right? Like,
Dale.
I'm just not going to listen to music, which
you listen to podcasts anyway.
I listen to like something all day, every day, and
so
it's a mix of podcasts and music.
Is Pitbull performing our intro song, or is somebody else performing a Pitbull song as our intro song?
Do you have any convictions about that?
Put it through that lens.
I'm taking the. I think I want the variety of performers, to be honest with you.
Yeah, variety is the spice of life, as they say. So, Pitbull's got enough songs. We can get enough different musicians to give it a little bit of variety.
What do you think about King Dave's question there? I kind of like that question. I know where I'm settling, but
this one?
Yeah, who's edge rusher number 2 in the class? We've talked about this because we have 15 edge rushers in the top 100 right now.
We get a lot because there's a lot of good edge rushers in this class.
Dude, I'm in on pay. I know I've only seen like the one game so far this year against Minnesota, but the athletic profile.
He killed it in that game.
Oh,
yeah.
He was unbelievable.
And it's you know what his size is too, right?
Yes. Prototype, brother.
275?
Yeah, former running back. Still learning the position with that type of athletic traits. 6'3", 3-cone, 4.57, 40.
I think the Michigan might have edge rushers 2 and 3 in the class.
Hutchinson, yeah.
Hutchinson's a very different kind of player. He's kind of like an inside-outside base end type, but he's really long and really physical. I was watching some Jalen Phillips all 22, and he's going to continue to rise, provided he continues to play at the level that he's showcased in the first half of the season. And they got another guy there, Quincy Roche, who is a twitchy kind of speed rusher off the edge. So we didn't even get into like the other 10 guys that are in top 100. So,
right. I mean, some of these guys towards the bottom too that like you could see just flying up. I mean, I know that you spent a little time watching Jalen Phillips the other night, man.
He's athletically speaking, he's special. It's just a question of instinctually, he hasn't played a lot of football. How quickly can he come along? That's the big question for him. I like this one from Tyler, relevant in tonight's contest. Atlanta's hiring a new head coach, but only 2 people are interested in the job. Would you rather have Chip Kelly or Rex Ryan as your next head coach? You're going to say Chip. I'm going to hate it so
I don't
bad.
know what's the strongest word to say that you are like decisively picking something. What is that adjective?
I don't know.
Unequivocally.
This is not new vocabulary for Joe time.
Yeah. Speaking of that, where is my guy? Where is he? You haven't seen him.
I don't know.
I think the word I'm looking for is unequivocally.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Sounds good in my head.
Okay.
Chip Kelly.
Man, you are so dumb.
Rex Ryan is hot garbage. Look at the Bills roster in 2014. Look at it. Tell me how on earth he didn't win football games with it.
Who was his quarterback?
Tyrod Taylor.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why, Joe.
The number one rushing offense in football.
Okay.
His defense blows.
Can't believe you're taking Chip, man.
Hell yeah, I'm taking Chip. Because he's not Rex Ryan.
Rex has had, true or false, Rex has had more sustained success in the NFL than Chip Kelly has.
Rex Ryan had success with
Chip
the
Kelly
Jets over the first 2 years of his
Rex
tenure
Ryan.
there. And the longer he was there, the suckier they got.
Okay.
He ruined the damn team.
Now do Chip.
What about Chip? He's got a 10-win season, right, in the NFL?
That thing was so toxic by the time he left, and then he goes to San Francisco and he's one and done.
He's got 2 10-win seasons in the NFL. 10-6, 10-6.
Yeah. And then what?
6-9 and got fired and went 2-14 in one season with the 49ers.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't think it's a big red flag that the dude went 10-6 2 consecutive seasons and couldn't even finish the first losing season of his time in Philadelphia and was already fired because things were so bad beyond just the wins and losses? You nincompoop.
Rex Ryan is so bad.
Yeah, you're emotionally spurned by Rex Ryan and are incapable of having an objective viewpoint on this.
No, I think one thing I've proven in my life is that I'm 100% objective when it comes to anything related to Buffalo Bills.
No, I don't think you are.
Rex Ryan is such a terrible coach.
Brian has you nailed down.
PTSD, Rex PTSD. Is Brian a Jets fan? Does he know? Does he?
I don't know. I know your cheeks are about the same color as your ears right now on your little unicorn outfit, so I can tell you're all hot under the collar thinking about Rex Ryan again.
Oh crap, dude!
I'm not saying either one of them's good.
At least Chip will shut up and coach. You have to fight like dumb comments that he says all the time. Dated defensive philosophies.
Oh. Cajun Flame with the ultimate argument in your favor. Teams that have had Chip Kelly ended up in Super Bowls just a few years after they fired him.
That tells me nothing.
It's meant to be funny.
Oh, well, there's not that doesn't solidify Chip as the wrong choice in this discussion.
No, dude, he's saying that's the right choice because if you have him and then you fire him within a few years, you'll be in a Super Bowl.
There you go. There's the approve of Maraca is out.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Jason's upset I don't have chest hair. I'm not going to measure up with Fitz's chest hair, but it's all the way down. So you can pretend it's there if you want. Do you have any other, you kept talking about your list. You got any other ones for us?
I've worked through my list.
Oh, so you've exhausted the takes, the predetermined hypotheticals.
Yeah.
Here you go. From Morgan. Would you rather have Joe Burrow and Zach Taylor or Justin Herbert and Anthony Lynn?
Do you want to go first on this one?
No. This might be a hot take.
I think Anthony Lynn's a better coach than Zach Taylor.
I think I'd rather have Herbert and Lynn. Granted, if Zach ends up not being your long-term answer, you get a chance to kind of change gears. But in a perfect world, we talk about continuity, right? We talk about the ability to keep your organization stable and not have to continuously juggle and shuffle your personnel and your offensive coordinators and your style of your offense and, start changing around and have to bring in a new coach's guys. You kind of know what you got with Anthony Lynn. You kind of know what you got in Zach Taylor. Both of these quarterbacks were drafted to be fits in that kind of offense. So if you told me I had to roll with either combo for an extended period of time, I liked Joe Burrow as my quarterback 1. Tua Tagovailoa was my QB2, and Justin Herbert was my QB3. These were all top 12 players for me. So then I asked myself, what situation, including the coach, do I like more? And that answer is the Los Angeles Chargers. So that would be my choice.
I like it. I would go with Herbert and Lynn. That's no disrespect to Joe Burrow, who I think is going to have a bright future. I think he's playing really well. But the sum of those two, I like it. Lynn and Herbert.
Kyle wants to know, would you rather have Ocho Cinco or literally anybody else sit next to me at the Dolphins game this weekend? Did you see this?
Yeah, I did.
Today? Yeah. Chad Ochocinco is looking
Did he hit
for
you back up or what?
I don't know. I haven't checked my Twitter DMs in a little bit. I told him, I said, I got an extra ticket because they sell them in groups. So I bought 2. So I got an extra seat.
Man.
And if Chad wants it, Chad, just DM me, bro.
Surely he's listening, right?
You never know who's listening
Chad.
to the Draft Dudes podcast.
Get down. Dude, if you avoid Halloween
and sit next to Chad Johnson to watch Tua's first start. How's this, Joe? How many people on the face of the planet do you think are going to be able to say, I was at Tua's last start in Tuscaloosa and his first start in Miami?
You might be it. Well, I mean, outside of like his family.
His family.
Non-relative to Tua, you might be the whole list.
That's pretty cool, huh?
You know, put it in the Twitter bio, man.
Very blessed. Very blessed.
This unicorn costume is warm.
Oh, that's your sign-off cue? You're ready to go,
Yeah,
huh?
I'm ready to get this thing off, man.
Okay, let me see what other comments I can find to make you sit here and sweat. Last one from Nick. It's a football question. We got to end on a football question.
Handsome pup Nick.
With his handsome doggo. You are down by 6 with the ball on your own 25. You have 1 minute left and no timeouts. Which QB would you rather have, Matt Stafford or Matt Ryan?
I thought we established this. Was it Monday or last week on Thursday? Like Stafford's one of the best like clutch quarterbacks in NFL history.
Yeah, it's just sneaky because like that team never really like strings them together to get postseason success.
So I think it's Stafford. And I like that Stafford has more physical upside. So if like I need like a super high level thrower for him to move a little bit, like he gives me that. So I think it's Stafford by a lot.
There's only one correct answer here, and his name is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Duh.
He wasn't an option.
Yes, but it's my Halloween costume, and I'm transitioning into the sign-off.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you told me you were hot, so I'm trying to get you out of here. Give me a little maraca shake. We are done. We hope you enjoyed this live edition pregame Draft Dudes. Kyle Krabs, Joe Marino ahead of Thursday Night Football. Carolina and Atlanta. Joe, who you got tonight?
Keep pounding.
Oh, he's taking keep pounding.
Yeah, man. My wife's a big fan. We're about to watch a game. It's be great.
I'm going to be the bad guy here, but just for the sake of being different, I'll take Atlanta tonight.
Who do you really think is going to win?
Just for the sake of being different, I'm going to take Atlanta tonight. I have no horse in the race. I would like to see a lot of points, though. So
might not.
No, give me the over. Rooting for the over, and I'm just to be different, rooting for a Falcons win. Kyle Krabs, Joe Marino, signing off. Another week of the Draft Dudes podcast in the books. Thanks as always for watching, tuning in live. If you missed it, Mondays and Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Draft Network YouTube. We are outie.